me money constantly. She sent me $2,500 twice. That's $5,000. Then she sent me $1,000. She sent me $5,000. She was sending money to me all the time. She was very kind, and I had reserved cash, but I just didn't get a place to live because I was paying off the books. No, but nobody would rent to me, no matter how much money I had. They still wouldn't rent to me. I could have had $1 million. They wouldn't rent to me. And this is just Satan's way because he owns everybody. He controls everybody, and they're all listening to him. You see, you can't understand this on a human level. This is much deeper than any human level. So that's why I'm in this situation. I can't get out. I don't think I'll ever get out. I think I'll stay in this van forever. I honestly don't think I'll ever get out. The last hope I had just vanished with that guy from New York who stole the 1,500 and promised that we were going to go to Cleveland. We would have made 75,000 of that. I would have been out for good. And then the guy from Las Vegas, who's the oil guy from North Dakota, he won't answer his phone, and I can't leave a message because his messages are all filled. His voicemail message is all filled up.
Well,
so I can't contact him. He's a liar. He said he was coming to Cleveland this week. Another liar. See, so I got all my hopes dashed all at once. There's no other way. There's no other way I can get money. It's impossible.
Well, those guys, of course, there was no hope to expect from those guys.
But that's all the kind of people I have to count on. That's typical. I don't get any better people than that.
But
they're all like that.
I'm about to email Janelle. I'm almost finished writing something to Janelle. I'm about to email her, so it's just you just call me just in the timing that I was.
30 minutes left on this card.
Okay.
And then I got to spend another $20 to get another 200 minutes. It's 10 cents a minute. So I better go right now because I won't be able to talk to you at all tomorrow unless I don't go right now.
Okay, honey. So.
And I'm not going to go to my email tonight because everything closes in about a half an hour, and my computer battery is dead because I was out in the van today. I didn't have it plugged in. So I'll talk to you tomorrow, Martine, and I'll give you a definite confirmation on that address, and I'll be on the internet probably all day long, and I'll send you emails, okay?
Okay, honey.
God bless you.
God bless you, and please don't forget to send me this information about your place, your storage place.
Yeah,
and,
that will become an issue on Friday. Until then, it'll be not critical. It'll become a critical issue on Friday.
But what is critical is you to get a place to.
I don't have it. Don't even consider it. I'm not getting out of this van. The only way I'll ever get out is if I get a client. And the only way I'll get a client is through Craigslist. And Craigslist will not run my ads. They tell I can post them all day long, and I'll look in the city that I posted it, and it won't be there. They just delete them right out. They won't even run it. It'll look like I ran my ad, but it's actually not there. I used to get all kinds of calls all the time on those ads, especially casino ones.
So
I've made literally hundreds of thousands of dollars. Put that much money in my pocket just from the Craigslist ads before they shut me down.
Mm-hmm. So
I was able to sustain myself, pay rent, do everything I needed. But then they shut. And prior to that, I had a nice the Cleveland Plain dealer ad. I used to run that once a week. They shut me down there. I made $100,000 from that over a period of years. I can't do it. It's too expensive.
I have money, and even though I'm going down the hole with you, that's what I want.
Yeah, but you won't come here. You won't come to this country. I mean, you won't cross the border and come over to Akron, the Cleveland area. You want to stay in Canada. See, and I can't go to Canada.
It's not that I don't want to come. It's just that my experience living in different states, my experience is if you did not live in the state, you don't have reference letters from the state, and they do not rent you. That's my experience. So where I know that I can rent is where I already rented.
I know. In a different country, Steve. So that's not going to help me because I can't.
New York, because I rented in New York, and I rented in Georgia. It's possible in both.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't want, honey. It's not that I don't want. It says that I know that in Ohio that won't work. I'll be sleeping in the van with you. You know what I'm saying? So
the reason why you won't come to Ohio to rent again is what?
Because I never was in Ohio. The way things are working is I live from Florida to I did all the states down the East Coast, and the deal was that if I was like the reason why I had real problems is because of reference letters you don't rent.
Well, no, that's not actually true. I've rented without. I can tell them that, I'm a market analyst, self-employed, that kind of thing. But, if they check me out, they're liable to come up with an eviction or something like that. And, they just won't let me rent. And then they find out about the cats, then they won't let you rent. So there's a whole bunch of entrance barriers, a whole bunch of things blocking it that makes it impossible for me to get a place to live. That's why I stay like this for so long.
But what would
the only way,
yeah.
The only way to get out of it is if you have a whole bunch of money, say like $10,000, and you just go up to the landlord and say, I want to rent this apartment right here. Here's $5,000. And I'll pay you for 6 months, okay? And if he refuses, you say, okay, because I'm going to go see 10 more landlords today. One of them's going to take this money. I don't care who it is. And, you'll probably get a place to live within 12 hours, 10 hours. If they don't want it, you go somewhere else. There's a lot of landlords who'll just grab that money and not ask any questions at all. They don't care. They just want the money.
Yeah.
They're all greedy and cover as dogs. They'll take the money. They don't really care about anything.
So I want you to know that it's not that I don't want to come in the United States. It's just that I know that, like in the state of New York, I'm capable of renting because I have reference letters from that state.
Yeah, you don't need any letters to rent here, none at all. They don't care where you're from. They don't want to know anything about you, really. They just want to know if you got the money. That's it. If you got the money.
Oh, I don't have much money. I cannot impress them.
Yeah, well, I mean, whether you can pay, the security deposit in the first month's rent's what I mean, which would probably be about $1,600, $800.
That's about what I have in my bank account.
30 days, and you'd be totally broke. I wouldn't have any money to even buy food with, so that's all we would have. It's just a place to live, and 30 days later we'd be thrown out in the street, and then we'd both be broke.
Yeah, because I got what is called a VA pension, a widow pension, and it's around, I'm getting like $630 per month. That's it.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to get going. I've only got 24 minutes left.
Yes, honey.
So
okay, so we'll talk later. Yeah.
Okay.
Please know that I want to help, and please know that I want to do my best, and I don't want to lose you.
Well, I appreciate that. I know that very clearly, that you want to help, and everything you're doing is just off the charts as far as I'm concerned. There's nobody in the world like you, and I'm just pointing out the reality of the situation. That's because it's impossible to change these circumstances without money. And when I get money, either it gets stolen from me, or I don't have enough money, or whatever it is. But I can tell you, Janelle was very concerned about me getting a place to live. She was always saying, here, I'm going to send you this extra $1,500. Now that should be enough for you to get an apartment. So I will give her that. She was very kind to me. She always said that. She sent me money about, I think, 7 or 8 times. And one time she sent me $5,000. So it wasn't until her husband got involved that she just totally turned against me. And but up until that point, she was a very nice person. She was very kind to me, and we used to have email exchanges. And I did talk to her on the phone several times. Very nice person, actually. But she just turned into a complete different animal after that happened. Totally, just went completely crazy.
So what I'll do then is I will send it. All right.
Okay. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay. So I'll send you the email, and then you perfect it, and I'll ship it to her. All right.
Will do.
Okay.
Take care and sweet dreams.
Oh boy, I hope I'll be able to sleep. So,
Good night.
good night.